I am all for home ownership. I think it is a great way to build an asset for yourself for the long term future. Let me give you some tips on things that you need to look out for. One thing that I don't see a lot of people looking at is how old is that water heater? Nowadays, it doesn't seem like water heaters last that long. I know I just had to replace mine a year ago, and that was about $800 right out of my pocket. You also need to be looking at the air conditioning system. How old is it? Has it been maintained over the years? How many years are you going to get out of the current air conditioning system on the home that you're purchasing? Especially if you're a first-time home buyer and you're already looking at a low down payment loan, you want to make sure that after you move into that home, that a year later, you're not going to be replacing that air conditioner. Most people do get an inspection done on their home, but you really want to make sure that you know what the age of all of these of appliances and equipment is, so you don't have to necessarily get it replaced very soon. If you're in Florida, which I am in Southwest Florida, we all know that roofs have been a big issue for insurance. Make sure you know the age of your roof and kind of get an idea of what that cost is going to be to replace it in a few years. There's always financing alternatives when you're purchasing a roof that you don't necessarily have to come up with the money out of pocket, but it's also good to make sure that you know that maybe in 5 years you're going to have to start replacing that roof, so you can set that money aside. Ownership is great, but it does come with expenses that a lot of people don't think about. If you budget correctly and you actually think about those extra expenses that are going to come in years 1, 2, 3, or 5 years down the road, you'll be better off in the house that you have, and it won't become a burden for you. If you have questions about a home that you're going to purchase in 2024, or you need to get pre-qualified for that home, please feel free to reach out to me. I want to make sure that you get the best deal that you possibly can. Don't get stuck in a home that you're not going to love because of the expenses that come up after you purchase a home. It's just a good financial idea to make sure that you know of all the costs that are associated with home ownership. If you have any questions about purchasing a home in 2024, please feel free to reach out to me. And as always, happy house hunting.